Morning, Pam.
We don't have any unused snow days we could use for a day like that. Sounds like maybe appropriate.
Let's see, you have some refills to start with first.
Yes, sir. First one is 6010.1671. That's a senior account clerk. Unfortunately, we lost her to a local business. They made her a salary offer that she couldn't refuse and we couldn't match. So unfortunately, her last day of work was June 23rd. And last day of pay will be June 30th. This one works in our accounting department. It's critical.
So this is a senior account clerk?
Yes, sir.
Is there somebody that you're going to move up into that position? Or
Unsure at this time.
Unsure at this time.
It's a difficult position to fill.
And this is DSS, correct? This is
Correct.
admin.
How long has that person been there?
She was here for just under a year. Alvin. At 75,000 a year.
Okay.
Bit of a jump.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Motion to send to personnel.
Okay, we have a motion to send personnel. A second.
I'll second.
And we have a second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Good. All right, that carries.
Next is a senior account clerk, or pardon me, senior support investigator position. The incumbent, she was on maternity leave, and as sometimes happens, decided that she was going to stay home, which I respect, completely respect. I met the little one, he's a nice little guy, so. She had worked with our agency for almost 5 years. She's wonderful, great employee. It's a huge loss, but I'm happy for her. This is 6010.147. Her last day of work was March 30th, and last day of pay will be May 11th.
Will you be moving somebody up into a senior position
Yes,
from
possibly.
there?
Yes.
So you may need a backfill?
Yes, sir.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carries.
Last one is 6010.1236. This is a caseworker position. This person was with us just about a year. Decided that basically the career wasn't exactly what she was looking for and decided to explore other options. So her last day of work is June 12th, last day of pay June 18th.
So dropping down to, there's probably two different caseworker situations. To item number 3B, you're looking to eliminate a caseworker position there.
Yep.
So these are two different.
Yeah, but it's a perfect discussion point to circle back to. About 6 years ago, and kind of moving forward, we had added on about three caseworker positions in the department. And that was to address caseloads at the time and different needs of the department. However, talking to the Director of Services, we've never really successfully been able to fill two of those caseworker positions. I mean, it's not the same position, but we've always had at least two vacancies in the caseworker pool. Given the fact that we're going on well over a year with balanced caseloads and no overdue cases, based on some changes we made to our procedures and our managerial approaches, we're confident that we can, when we get to that position, eliminate that position and do some other things. However, this position actually would add too many vacancies to our department.
So the roles, their job descriptions are maybe similar, but the roles are completely
The
different.
program they handle is different.
Yes, I mean, caseworker itself is a ubiquitous title, but there's a difference between an APS caseworker and a CPS caseworker, so, yeah. In terms of what they do under the state programs.
Which one is which?
This is
CPS?
a CPS caseworker that we're refilling.
CPA.
So moved.
Second?
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That carries. And one more here that Miranda gave me, so I'm not sure if that's
Yeah,
related
it came
to
from your
this
admin
group.
assistant. I don't know if it needs to get back down.
If you want to take a look
Yeah.
and
Sneaky little buggers.
Social welfare examiner. Yep, this was actually a recent, we weren't sure if we were gonna bring that to this committee or next. We certainly can bring it before the committee now if we so choose.
It's up to you.
What?
depends if you're prepared for it or not, I guess.
I mean, the sheet's finished. So-
Is it relevant to what you have happening?
It is, well, we can certainly, since it's in front of me, I'd be happy to move it forward. This is a social welfare examiner position, 6010.135. This is she didn't complete her probationary period and resigned. Her last day of work was June 10th, and last day of pay was June 15th. Social welfare examiner is working in maintenance, variety of different programs. This particular one was the Medicaid.
Then this is an essential position. You can't
Yeah,
do without it.
Medicaid is still, unfortunately, the state has not taken Medicaid over, so we're still processing a lot of Medicaid right now.
So moved.
Second.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That carries. All right, what do we have next on the list here?
Deputy Commissioner.
This is the one that got shot back because we didn't
Board
have the
referral.
numbers, correct? We just needed numbers?
You needed the accounts that were drawing the funds from.
Okay, okay,
And I have those.
okay.
Yep, deputy commissioners are specified in social services law, and NYCRR as well. It's actually 18 CRR NY 679.10, if you're that specific about it. Basically, they are covered under social services law. The Deputy Commissioners Act under commissioners to fill a variety of different roles. Actually, I think Chenango County is the only one currently that doesn't have a deputy commissioner. We made that decision years ago and moved forward from that point.
So the funds are coming from the attorney position.
Basically, this was brought back to committee just to specify the accounts that the funds would be drawn from. The specific fund, the specific line would be 6010.188. That's an attorney position. That's been open over a year and a half. We sell the full amount in that position, which is $106,047. That's ample funds to cover the cost of deputy commissionership for the duration of 2026. In 2027, just to specify further, we're seeking to eliminate 2 positions that will support that in the 27 budget with a net savings of about $25,000. Those positions would be the head social welfare examiner, which is currently vacant and will not be refilling, and a caseworker position that Dr. Wensler and I just mentioned and spoke about. Those 2 positions will fully fund that position, and again, we'll end up at a net positive of about $25,000, give or take, depending on the increases in salary going into 27.
So the eliminated positions, you're telling us now just because it's going to be on the next budget, when we start budget process?
Correct.
Okay.
For the duration of this year, the question was how we're going to fund it this year, and that's...
And that's coming out of
coming
the
to
attorney.
The unspent attorney line, correct.
And the caseworker position is vacant also?
It is.
Yeah.
And that one is not a CPS, it was what were the letters of this one we're getting rid of? AP.
This was most likely coming out of foster care. They kind of move around as
Okay. Where you
caseloads need. Right.
Okay. I didn't know they had different letters on each one. Okay.
And as you stated earlier, that was a position that was put in place for extra workload that just kind of
Yes.
didn't end up coming to fruition with the need.
Like I said, over the last 6 years, we've added on additional caseworkers. And to our point before, caseworkers do kind of move around the agency depending on where their needs are. Often they end up in CPS. Traditionally, CPS is the busiest. However, like I said, we've done and Director Beers isn't here, but she's done a remarkable...
Over there.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Director Beers. Well, now I can't say anything to money. She's done a remarkable job getting those caseloads into effect. And getting things streamlined and monitored. So.
Now, we used to have this position. Do we have a new job description, or would it be the same job description?
We have the job descriptions. Mr. Caldwell has provided a job description that's been modified based on the other proposals that are in front of the committee. But we do have an existing deputy commissioner position. I was hired under the county in 2013 under that position. So
Okay.
it does exist, yeah.
You don't have the job description with you, do you? Only one copy?
I have the one that Mr. Caldwell provided.
So you're still looking for an attorney
Yes.
to fill that position.
Oh, you have one?
Yes, it's right here, Deputy Commissioner of Social Services
Oh,
and Deputy
thank you.
Commissioner. There you go. Thank you, Mr. McNeil. I brought the other one, but.
Why does Mr. McNeil have?
I
That's the question.
Oh, really?
Well, I think it gets busy.
Mr. McNeil's probably had that since I came on in 2013.
Because I still have concerns.
Yes, I
All right.
Sure.
Duties and workload.
Yeah.
Because the plan here, now, the deputy commissioner is going to take effect when? Immediately after
The board
it's approved?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And then, a social welfare examiner, eliminate that position is going to happen upon approval at the board.
Yes, sir.
That kind of already did, because Patty retired.
That is correct.
Okay, I mean,
So,
yeah.
and I see, you know, the deputy commissioner, who's taken over the work? I think I asked this at last committee. Who's taking over that work
Of the deputy or?
of the head social welfare examiner?
That would be the deputy commissioner would
The
assume a
deputy
lot of
will take
role.
that work on.
Yes, sir.
As well as other things you have.
Other administrative things?
Yes, other administrative things that I have her do, yes, sir. Her promotion would leave her director of services position vacant. We have an incumbent that would move into that position and cover the services side of the house.
And do you feel that's going to be sufficient?
I do. I think it actually will be completely efficient. In the past, we've had 2 deputy commissioners and no director of services.
Correct.
So now we have a
But-
deputy of services and a director and a
Okay.
deputy commissioner and a director of services. So we have the same level of administrative oversight,
Yeah.
just a little bit different approach.
2 persons.
2 persons.
Okay, you say so.
Just to go back
I
to
hope
the
you're not
attorney.
wrong.
I'm,
I always do.
Back to
too.
the attorney.
Sure.
You're not looking for one for a year and a half.
Yes.
You have how many other attorneys?
We have 1 senior attorney.
How are they handling the workload?
They're handling it. It's a lot. It's between child welfare and contractual obligations and also child support. Those 3 things alone keep the department very busy. We're kind of exploring some ideas with the attorney and the attorney representation for the department, but I'm not ready to discuss those at this point.
All right. Well, I move
So, first item is the Deputy Commissioner of Social Services position, to reinstate that.
So I
Right.
need to move that to my personnel.
Personnel, we got a motion, Mr. McNeil, second by Mr. Wanzer. Any other discussion on that? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that carries. And then the second part is eliminating the position of head social welfare examiner. Right, eliminate positions, head social welfare examiner, A 6010.124.
Is that part of the same resolution or different?
no, this is different.
Different one.
Okay.
Because this is for next year's budget.
That's correct.
You're asking us to move this to finance, so when you do the next year's budget?
That's correct. I anticipated that the question would come up about this year and next year, so.
No, yeah, we're moving positions mid-year. It's budget stuff. It just, it moves. It never sits still.
No, it doesn't.
But we're not moving them this year.
Not really, but
Well,
person.
I think it's the intent to
the money
eliminate
left in
those.
that line is not going to be expended.
It's already
Oh,
vacant.
well,
It's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be-
Yes,
It'll
it's
be
going to
shifted.
move, it's going to move. The money from that line is going to move to the newly created deputy commissioner.
For next year,
Right.
not this
No,
year.
for this, right.
This
As
year.
soon as
This
it's
year.
approved.
No, because you just told me you're taking it out of the attorney's line.
No, I understand. For this year,
For this-
2026, the resolution came back to the committee to specify what accounts
Accounts
we're
they were
pulling the
coming
funds
from.
from. That would be the attorney line.
Yeah.
We
For the
have
rest of
money
this
that
year.
was unspent in the attorney line that will cover the cost of the deputy commissioner for the rest of 26.
For this year.
2027, the head social welfare examiner and the caseworker position specified here will cover it for 2027.
Right, so that's not,
well,
yeah, you're
okay.
saying it wrong.
Yes,
It's not
you
gonna
are-
affect
you
this
are-
year at all.
The money's not moving this year, it's moving next year.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
need to remember that when he brings the budget, that you're asking these are gonna be eliminated
Right.
because,
Yeah,
You'll see
okay.
those lines zeroed out.
Yeah, they'll be already eliminated.
But I'm writing 2027 next to him, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're saying 26, now it's
Thank you.
27.
Thank you.
I'm not,
Okay.
the elimination of the head examiner, I don't want
Do it.
to, right, I don't want to do it because it's a whole different side of social services.
It is.
From the services where Beth's done an excellent job. She'll have so much to learn, she's not gonna have time to do your administrative extra.
Well, I do believe, not to correct you, but when I was hired, we had 2 deputy commissioners, neither one was an expert in income maintenance. We had Jennifer Ashton, which was a services expert, and myself, which came from the outside of the department, actually. We have never had a social welfare examiner, or head examiner, we haven't had that for over 12, 13 years at least. You're right, there is a substantial amount of technical expertise that goes into managing those programs. However, we have principal social welfare examiners that fill that role, and senior examiners that fill that role as well. The management part of it, really overseeing it, is overseeing the compliance with regulations, the state metrics that are coming down from the federal and state government to address
Changes.
changes, correct, and working with me on different program strategies and budget and personnel matters and everything else that goes along to it. Most of the other counties, if not all the other counties, have a deputy commissioner over those income maintenance programs, and they don't specifically come from income maintenance. I just want to differentiate the idea between the management side of it versus the technical expertise that the other roles fill in that department. So, but I do recognize your concern.
Backing up on her when she mentioned principal and the duties of the deputy taking over that welfare examiner and not having that insight.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
It's gonna fall on the principal.
Yep. Same thing happened with me in
It's gonna be
2013.
added work to the principal. How many principals do you have?
With 2.
2 principals.
It's a lot.
It's gonna be.
It's a lot.
It's gonna be, you got enough overtime in there?
Yes, we have ample.
Because they're gonna need it.
They're going to have a lot of work this year, but I don't know if Mrs. Spears wants to comment on her history with the department, but.
Here.
Yes, I have full, I mean, I don't enter into these kinds of decisions lightly. I do analyze these pretty significantly in my history with the department. I think it's going to be a challenge.
gonna
But
be
there's
a
nothing
big
about social services right now that isn't a challenge. HR1 and the other things that has gone on at the federal level have made it very challenging for social services departments.
Because there's a lot of knowledge that is gone
Sure. Yeah.
or being moved.
Yeah. Mrs. Hodge was a principal examiner for a good portion of her career here.
Right.
That's true.
And then moved up
That's true.
to this position, so.
Right. Again, I will reference back to the creation of a head examiner and director of services was my
Fun.
Creation.
yeah, my kind of experiment, if for lack of a better word. Before that, we had 2 deputy commissioners, and that was it.
Right.
We had, I'm dating myself, but we had a head commissioner, or a head welfare
did.
examiner
It was eliminated when I
in the
came.
90s.
Yes.
And it was, and then
Sue
we,
Canale,
yeah, and then Patty Hodge took it later.
No, Patty never did pick that. She stayed at principal. Sue Canale was the head examiner for some time.
And Patty Hodge was not?
No. She moved up into that now.
Okay,
And
that's
then,
my misunderstanding. I
The
thought she
commissioner
did.
prior to me eliminated the head examiner position and brought me on board in 2013.
Okay, I'm
She was a
sorry,
very
I
wonderful person,
misunderstood.
but
But she had multitudes of experience in all three programs.
Oh, yeah.
Medicaid, so public
Sure.
assistance, and
Yep.
So this position that the
that
head
we're going to
social welfare
eliminate
examiner
has
has been
been
vacant.
empty for a long time.
No,
The head social welfare examiner, that's been vacant since Mrs. Hodge retired.
But I thought you just said she wasn't a head examiner.
I apologize.
I'm sorry,
She
I
had
don't-
moved up into it prior. She moved up
Okay.
into it recently when it was created again, or
When you
recreated.
refilled it?
Yes,
Re-
yeah. Right, when I became commissioner in 2019, it was recreated. Sorry,
All
I
right.
apologize.
Okay, I get it now, I
There's
think.
a lot of moving parts.
Does that
So,
leave,
Yes.
did
but
that
now I'm
leave a
confused.
gap in the principal though?
Yes, we
What's
have
that?
two.
I'm sorry.
Did that
No,
leave a
someone
gap
else
in the
moved up.
principal welfare examiner?
No,
then?
we had promotions that came from under me.
All right, so we have one head and two principals?
That's correct.
Okay, so is the head over the principals or is the principals over the head?
The head's over the principals.
And so that would be eliminated because the deputy would be over
That's
the
correct.
principals. Am I following this correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are. Yeah.
Wow, takes a lot for me to follow because I'm
No.
confused, but I
It's a
got
big-
it,
It's a big
okay.
organization.
Okay, all right, because I'm looking at the budget. All right. And you're worried that we're still gonna need that, but with a deputy commissioner,
deputy commissioner would be kind of filling that role to a certain extent.
Yes, like I said, just almost every other county is deputy commissioner for that role. But
That's my opinion.
So I make a motion that we eliminate position 60-10-24, and 60-10-118.
do we need to do that now or can we wait till the budget process?
So it's approved by committee in advance so that when.
We
Dan
work,
can
when
all
he does the
put
budget, they're
together,
off. Okay,
we have the
okay.
authority to remove it.
I don't know what.
Okay.
Or do one
All
at
right,
a time.
yep, for the first one,
Is
for
head
the head
examiner,
social welfare
okay.
examiner, we have a motion to move the personnel. We have a second on that?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any other discussion?
Should we just leave it next year just in case, because they're concerned we're gonna need it, but you're surely that we're not gonna need it for budget
The deputy
purposes.
commissioner of social services will
You,
be
okay,
fulfilling those roles.
Right.
Dan's been at this long.
okay.
Thank you.
And although I may,
Keep more gray hairs.
Facial hair,
and although I may disagree,
You're trusting him. Okay, got it. Good,
I
carry on.
absolutely respect, I absolutely respect the position and the concerns, and I don't take them lightly at all.
No,
I have
neither do I.
an enormous amount of confidence in Mrs. Beers. She's actually more adept at this than I am, so I think that
Oh, I
we'll be in good hands.
Okay.
I do too, but it's the work,
The amount
The
of
work.
work.
the amount of
Yeah.
work, that's my concern. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Yes. No,
One
I'm
opposed.
opposed, whatever way I gotta say
Did
it.
you want-
Yeah, I wanna keep it, yeah.
We want to keep it.
You have majority in favor, so that
Okay.
carries.
This is
Well, we can bring it
personnel.
back, Patty.
One personnel. Okay, and then the next one would be the elimination of the caseworker
Caseworker.
position. It's, was the extra?
Never-
not-
never
right,
It's not filled.
yeah.
Yeah,
vacant.
that's, we've had a vacancy for.
All right, we have a motion to move that to personnel.
Second.
Second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That carries.
Just as a further comment, you're dynamic enough in the sense that if you see that there might be a need to reinstate that position at some point in the future, you could always come back and,
Yes,
Make a
sir,
request.
we could.
because things, well, like you say, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yes, I would just reiterate again that my familiarity, my experience with the department, and my familiarity with these programs, that role is best served by someone that has leadership and management skills, not technical program aptitude. It is well served by someone that has the authority to ensure that things are happening the way they should happen, on time, and with efficiency and accuracy. That requires a management level position. Technical people are fantastic and experts in their field, but they're focused on the technical program side. They're not really as focused on the outputs, measurements, corrections and stuff.
And everyone has to meet.
Yes, And
Guidelines.
Mrs. Beers did a fantastic job in services getting us on track with those regulations and those timeliness through leadership and management approaches, not necessarily technical aptitudes.
I understand that. I just think the amount of work,
Yep.
and we never know when the state or the federal government's gonna hit us with something. I
That's-
just understand that I
Nothing could
just
be
think
further
she
than- nothing could be
she
more
would
true.
be overwhelmed as one person, that's all.
Sure.
That's my only concern.
Well, then I'll need a deputy
Right.
for the deputy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for that.
Sure.
We'll move on to our next item here, creation of Department of Human Services.
This is back before the committee for further discussion or rediscussion, if you will. It's connected obviously to other parts of our agenda with Ms. Wilson's here. She's happy to present. We had discussed creating a Department of Human Services that would oversee multiple divisions within that department. Social services, Preston Manor, and if the board chooses, aging. This is a model that other counties have approached. I think I provided you that information last time, and I'll kind of be one
Is
of
this
them.
the newest updated one, or is there another new one?
Now, is this a
This
good?
was
But
as
this is
I'm gonna give you all these.
separate, changing the name is
Yeah.
separate.
That's gonna happen, right. that's
Yes,
hopefully-
regardless, so
Right.
this is,
We have updated one.
We do.
Different format,
We have a presentation.
Different format.
But this part is regardless if this happens.
yes. So maybe we should
Yeah,
deal
so
with
if I,
this first.
yeah, I could consider.
So, let's be clear on this. This motion needed is just to create Department of Human Services,
Yes.
regardless of the outcome of whether or not
That is
the agency
Yes.
folds into that or whatnot.
That is correct.
Okay.
So
we-
this is just to change the name from social services to human services.
This would create an umbrella organization that would house, at the very least, Preston Manor and social services. Correct. Aging is a separate part of that, however, the umbrella organization can exist
Can
with
exist
or
with or
without.
without.
And it's
Okay, I'm confused.
strictly a title to help identify the services that are being provided
That's
by
exactly right.
your departments that are being overseen.
Technically, right now, we technically exist as an umbrella. We have an adult home, and we have social service programs. We operate under social services. This resolution would create an umbrella organization called the Department of Human Services, which will house social services, Preston Manor, and any other programs that the board decides to put under it. Does that help?
Human service.
We are a human services organization by programming and by definition. This basically updates our name to create us an umbrella organization.
And does that cause any kind of confusion or issues with funding streams?
No. The titles underneath this are still the same titles.
You still have
They would
social
just be modified to reflect Department of Human Services.
Right, it's just, everything's gonna be under human services, so funding doesn't
No.
necessarily come from human services
No, not
department
at all.
of the federal government.
The funding is specific to the programs that we operate. For example, SNAP, HEAP, Medicaid, temporary assistance, foster care, child protective services.
Right.
All of those are specifically charged and claimed to those state sources. They're not specific to human services or anything else.
Right. Okay.
That's where I think I get confused.
That's only the administrative.
Because I didn't realize that Preston Manor, I thought this was an umbrella to create Preston Manor. Because I'm new. I didn't realize, that's why I asked it at the last
That's
board
okay.
meeting.
Yep, there's a lot to it. We actually do operate that way.
So this resolution is gonna go to the full board, I'm assuming, or does this go to, where does this
Full
go
board.
after
This goes
here?
to full board.
Full
Motion
board.
for full
So
board.
this is just asking for social service to be called
No,
To
not
create an
social
umbrella
services.
organization or umbrella.
That's the way I
social
understand
service
it.
and Preston Manor, because they're already under the
But
umbrella.
it's creating the actual
The actual
umbrella,
Title.
You have-
because it's not.
You have human
an umbrella
services,
right now.
and then you have social services, Preston Manor, and.
The
any other-
possibility of
The possibility.
Possibility,
adding
but
anything else.
if that doesn't pass it, it'll just have two under this
Yes.
umbrella.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, well, I'm confused because I thought Preston Manor is already under this umbrella.
The umbrella, okay, I understand the confusion. The umbrella doesn't technically exist right now because the title doesn't exist. If we create a Department of Human Services,
Okay.
that creates a new entity, if you will. And underneath that entity, we will place social services and Preston Manor underneath that
That-
roof.
Okay.
It brings Preston Manor out a little more than like it always should have been. So
Okay,
that
so,
people know they're not the same DSS.
Right.
Those both still have their own budgets.
All separate budgets.
so is there, I'm looking for Preston Manor, so there's a director, a deputy director, all of that.
There's a county home administrator and then the assistant county home administrator, but to that point.
But you are the commissioner for them now.
I am. Yep, we are the appointing authority.
Yeah. and then-
Probably should have been done a long time ago. I mean, in reality of it.
Yeah.
Of the,
Yeah.
The umbrella should have been there
for the,
Right.
to make
Yeah.
things
for
clear.
those two.
It'll also do away if things aren't called social services, if it's called human services, it'll get rid of some of the stigma.
Yeah.
Well, one would hope, but you never know.
Eventually.
But
down the
still,
road.
they're gonna still be separate entities under,
Yes.
Right.
Umbrellas.
What that provides is, it provides an entity that the county can place whichever programs they feel are appropriate under that, although I would
how many
prefer-
other programs besides, we're talking about office agent, can go under this umbrella? Can I ask?
Not taxes, hopefully. I mean, I won't say it like that.
Okay.
but I would, you know, youth
What do you
grows,
mean, what do you mean
potential,
unlimited?
But you have the umbrella. Anything.
It's a lot regarding like public health, has like bioterrorism, environmental health. It's kind of the same thing. Public health is the umbrella, and then they have all their directors
See,
under
I guess
there.
I'm new, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that,
Right.
that there's commissioners that oversee all these other departments.
Yeah.
I see them as separate individual departments because I'm new, and I never realized that you oversaw
Yeah.
Preston
So anything-
Manor really.
Anything that might be associated with human services, any services we provide, and we want to have a separate budget outside of all those other things,
Right.
we can create one.
They can go under an
When
umbrella.
something comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Preston Manor has its own specific budget in the county budget. Social services programs have their own specific budget, but they all have their different claiming too. And, you know,
So in our budget thing that we get, it's still gonna say Preston Manor.
Social
What-
services.
It will say social services, it'll be all
Yes.
broke down into, okay.
Right, because they're very specific to the way
Got
those
it.
monies are reimbursed and spent.
Okay, I'm a little slow, but I got
No,
it.
there's a lot moving parts.
Okay,
Programs can be, and again, in the future, programs, the county, there may be programs that are created through funding or initiatives, and those would need a home, obviously. And
okay.
I think one of the things that happens is that in past intimations, they've created their own divisions, their own department heads, and their own, that's why you have department heads of one person in one program. You know, whereas some departments, like mine, have 100, so.
Right.
You know.
Right, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, I made a motion to move to the full board.
To move to the full
create
board.
The Department of Human Services. We have a motion.
I'll second.
Second. And a second.
Hold on, guys. Miranda's gotta get some of that.
Creating Department of Human Services. Not
To
one
the
serve,
full
made a
board.
motion, I seconded it.
Okay.
All right, any further discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That carries. Okay.